Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from Kennesaw, Georgia, where I get to represent the Shibboleth lifestyle. And I'm happy to be here with you on the internet, on Facebook, each morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30-ish each morning. Monday through Friday. Today is Friday, February 25th, 2022, and we are on day 56 of the 2022 edition of the Game of Life. Yesterday, my son and I were in the car. We were going to Dairy Queen, and at Dairy Queen, I had an approved meal. So Dairy Queen is a new client, and they had a ribbon cutting yesterday. I did not get to go to the ribbon cutting because I was leading that luncheon with Congressman Barry Loudermilk, but I went there yesterday afternoon to say, hey, sorry I missed your ribbon cutting. I hope it went well, and got some food. And they gave me 50% off. I was like, yes, I love it. And so, but I had the rotisserie chicken bites salad bowl. It was good. It was really good. So there is approved food at Dairy Queen. But I had that yesterday, and I don't know where I was going with this story. Don't know. I have no idea where I was going with this story. Oh, okay. So on the way home, I pulled my visor down. Well, my visor has a calendar there. And I looked over at Jackson. We were sitting at a red light. I said, see this? I said, this is the Game of Life. Y'all, I like calendars. They're everywhere. This is my State Farm Insurance guy's calendar. And then he gave me another calendar, and I gave it to Tim. He put one in his visor. But anyway, I pulled this down. And I showed him the calendar, and I said, do you see this day right here? And I pointed to yesterday's date on the calendar. I said, that's where we are on the game board of life, the 2022 edition. And he's looking at me like, lady, you are crazy. And I said, we get to work all the way through this year in this game of life. We got to make the most of it. So I do hope that you are making the most of it. I do hope that you kind of see a calendar as the game board of life. What am I doing with my life? A calendar does measure time, so it is a good way to think about that. So today's word, 365 names, titles, and attributes for the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is covenant-keeping God. He is a covenant-keeping God. And I'm thankful for those covenants, but I'm thankful for the covenant that Jesus made for us. There were some other covenants throughout the Old Testament, but Jesus's covenant, that's the one. And, I cling to that covenant and what that covenant means to us. So, covenant-keeping God. If somebody wants to type that in, I know some of y'all do that. Covenant-keeping God, that would be awesome. And then and if I didn't tell y'all this already, please type in where you're watching from. Good morning, what type of day you're having. I'm having an intermittent fasting perfect day. I had an intermittent fasting perfect day yesterday, even eating at Dairy Queen. And yeah, yesterday wasn't anything like Wednesday. Y'all know I had an unplanned holiday on Wednesday. Yesterday wasn't even anything like that. But see, yesterday I was busy all day in a very active busyness. The day before, I was busy all day, but a very sedentary busyness. And even though I enjoyed what I did, I still felt like there needed to be some type of enjoyment. So I think that what I might do is on those days where today, that I know I'm going to be home all day and be on the phone a lot, maybe at the top of every hour, go and walk around the house for 10 minutes. Do something to break that up. Because I don't want to have an unplanned holiday due to some feeling or emotion of needing to relax. And you know what the funny thing is? When we talk about relaxation doesn't have to come just after something stressful. Because Wednesday wasn't stressful, but somehow I just wanted to sit and relax. So maybe it was more brain activity. There's all kinds of things that could create the need to relax. How many of you have ever gone on vacation? You've gone on vacation for a week and you're so thankful that you came back from vacation on a Saturday so that you could relax on a Sunday to go to work on a Monday, and you just got off vacation. So, the word relax doesn't mean you've been stressed. It just means that you just want to sit and chill. And you know what? I think that with the word relax I think that one of the things that this just popped into my head that I could bring into my life is that verse, just be still and know. Be still and know. That's, I think, where the relaxation for me comes in. I want to switch wanting to relax with food to relaxing by being still and know. Yesterday, as I was headed off to this luncheon, Jennifer, who's my VP, she called me and she wanted to talk about a few things. And I said, well, I'm putting some things together right now. Let me call you when I get in the car. Well, when I got in the car, because I knew that we would both be traveling over there at the same time and could talk in the car. When I got in the car, I didn't want to call her. So I Marco Polo'd her and I said, hey, I just want to let you know, I'm not going to call you because I need to take this ride being still and knowing. I needed to relax on my way to a big luncheon. I needed to relax. And so I made the decision not to add something right at that moment because that was something she and I could talk about later. So it's really, I was proud of myself for doing that because normally I'm I like to please people, but, and I would have called her, but I'm also like, it's going to stress me out if we're having this conversation and then I haven't done this. And so I did the right thing and I was happy about it. And she understood. A lot of times we don't think people will understand. But what I have figured out is just be honest and say, this is what I'm thinking. Everybody understands we all have different thought processes. Just say, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I need to do right now. But I wanted to let you know and we can talk about it later. When people know things, they're usually okay with things. All right. So God's little instruction book too. I think it's funny. It says, Jesus can turn water into wine, but he can't turn your whining into anything. And then it says, the verse is Philippians 2:14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings. In my mind, this is one of those things where, when we capture those thoughts that we have don't have to just be negative thoughts about ourselves that we are trying to capture and make obedient to God. It could be the murmurings and grumblings that we're trying to catch and make obedient to God. It just doesn't have to be only about ourselves. It could just be those little things that we say under our breath that we think, well, that wasn't right. Capture it. And he says, Jesus can turn water into wine, but he can't turn your whining into anything. So that's a funny one to end our week this week on. All right, so let's see who's here with me this morning. Good morning, Julie from Indiana, having a perfect day. And Deanda from Smyrna. Good morning, Kathy from Michigan, having a perfect day. And Colleen from Michigan, a perfect snowy day. Well, it's raining cats and dogs here. Hey, Diane, good morning from Columbus, Mississippi. And I will take the cats and dogs over that snow, Colleen. Perfect day in Columbus, Mississippi, because I didn't realize bio coffee breaks so fast. Oh, no. Thank you for sharing. It's those things that we learn. Thank you for sharing, y'all. The share button is important. Click it. Let's see if this gets into the life of somebody who needs what we have. Hey, Lori, good morning. Good to see you on here. Hey, Michelle, good morning. IMF Day, Carrollton, Georgia. Chris says, good morning. TGIF, you know it. TGIF. Jacksonville, Florida, perfect day planned. Yesterday was a nice, quiet, mostly stress-free day. Good. Feels odd to not be packing for a trip. Well, I'll tell you what, enjoy it. Just meander around the house and do whatever you want to do. Hey, Erica, good morning. I have the day off today, and my sister and nephews are coming over for the day. Going to enjoy family time and a holiday today. Enjoy, have fun. Hey, Diane, good morning. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Amanda, good morning. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great day as well. She says she's going to have a perfect day, and she'll see me tomorrow. I love that. Hey, Ron, good morning from Lilburn First Baptist Church. Glad you're watching with us this morning. Hey, Polly, good morning from Dalton. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. IMF Day in Clarksville, Georgia. Hey, Charlene from Michigan, having a holiday, celebrating birthday with friends. Have fun, enjoy the lives of all those people who are having birthdays today or recently. Sometimes we celebrate birthdays that have been recently. Thank y'all for typing in the attribute for today, covenant keeping God. Thank you. Hey, Angelia from Western North Carolina, having an IMF day. Hey, Cindy, good morning from Moultrie, Georgia, having an IMF day. How many of you thought before you found Shibboleth that you would say that you were intermittent fasting as regularly as we do? Sometimes things sound scarier than they are because, we like food. So sometimes they sound scarier than they are. So at a minimum, intermittent fasting is 12 hours, and you can even use your sleeping time. But most of us, I find, are doing more than 12 hours. I try to do 16 myself. Thank you. Yes, this is my fairy grandmother shirt. I am going to be a fairy grandmother soon, and I'm excited about being a grandmother. Hey, Nancy, good morning from Jacksonville, Florida, starting Monday on her first week. Woo, let's give her some love. Hey, Nancy, we're so glad to have you with us. Make sure that if you have any questions, there is a chat button on the website in the bottom right-hand corner. They are available typically Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and they can answer questions. If you have any questions while you are getting ready, get ready for the grocery store if possible today. That way, because they're not available tomorrow, then you can go and get the groceries that you're going to need over the weekend. Hey, Suzette, good morning from Southeast Kansas. Going to have another IMF day. Totally excited to put on smaller clothes this morning and feel good about the way I look. Yes, isn't that fun? I'm even wearing horizontal stripes today. Woo! That's funny. That's funny. And Lori from Villa Rica, having a perfect day. Hey, Alicia, good morning from Fort Oglethorpe, IMF day, having date night but staying perfect. That's awesome. Husband and wife team, so they're on the same page. That's great. Absolutely love that verse. Me too, Angelia. Let's see. Cheryl says, I have a Fitbit reminder to try to get 1,000 steps every hour between 9 and 5. I need to set my Fitbit up to remind me of that. That'd be a good idea. Hey, Sharon, good morning from Hickson, Tennessee. Having a perfect day. Thank y'all for typing in that verse. Thank you, everybody. And Sharon says, I spoke these words to my kids as they were growing up. Do all things without grumbling or complaining. Hey, Dr. DD, love you. See you later. Hope you come see me soon. Why have you stayed away? Sorry, here I am calling somebody out on the Facebook. But she's having a perfect day. And I know that she's been watching Travis and been on classes. So I'll give you that. I'm glad you've been doing that, Deidre. Hey, Julie, good morning. Always spell that wrong, LOL. I got you. I didn't even notice. Hey, Cindy, perfect day. Rainy day in Virginia. Angelia says, what's going on tomorrow? Well, if you live in Kennesaw, we have class at 10 a.m. every Saturday morning and every Monday evening at 6 p.m. So that's what's tomorrow. In-person class at 10 a.m. Okay, Charlene says there's 3 friends, 2 of us birthdays in January, and 1 is today. Oh, that'll be fun. That was like my family. We had 5 birthdays in the first quarter of the year, so we went and gathered together at the Cracker Barrel and had a birthday celebration. Hey, Jada, good morning. Perfect. In East Tennessee, aiming for IMF of 16 hours to make it to 10 a.m. You can do that. Hey, Nancy, good morning. Oh, I love that. Amanda's welcoming Nancy. Sharon, mothering is a necessity. Grandmothering is a joy. Oh, I like the way that sounds. Thank you for that, Sharon. Oh, good. Nancy is Chris's friend, y'all. I invited her and been helping her. Wonderful. Well, Chris is a rock star. So if you've got any questions over the weekend, I know that she can handle those for you. Hey, Diane, please pray for my daughter-in-law. She's 12 weeks pregnant, but has had 2 previous miscarriages. I will write her on my prayer board. I certainly will. Tell me her name, either on here or in a message, okay? Hey, Angie, good morning. Angie Wheelis, perfect day in Rome, Georgia. I am so glad that you are here with us this morning. All right, well, we're going to read today's devotion. Today's devotion comes from Jesus Always, right here by Sarah Young. And it's the light of my glory. The light of my glory. And I've said hashtag Shibboleth for his glory every time. So now every time I hear the word glory, I go, oh, glory. You're doing it for a reason, to bring glory to him. So it's fun how repetitiveness makes a difference. Oh, and I wanted us to make a declaration today. You can make it if you want to, but I feel like it's one that we should all eat. And it was something I thought of this morning. I put it in my notes. Let me see. It's talking about eating only when we need nourishment, really. I mean, there are other times like celebrating birthdays and things like that, but on a regular life day, I wanted to starting to declare this. I eat when it's time for nourishment, not for other purposes. And if you have another purpose, then you could write that purpose in. Maybe I could use relaxation. So I think that we should all start saying this to ourselves. I eat when it's time for nourishment. We could just end it there. I eat when it's time for nourishment. And that is something that when you want to go get up from your desk or get up from the chair and just walk to the kitchen for no reason at all, maybe we start to say, oh, I eat when it's time for nourishment. Then you ask yourself a follow-up question. Is it time for nourishment? Let me look at my watch. No, it's not. I'm going to find something else to do. So I eat when it's time for nourishment. Love it. I love that. Angelia just simplified it. Eat equals nourishment. Yes, Suzette, you can have that as a meal replacement. You can, yes. Now, keep in mind that, and yes, it is one of my favorites, and I eat one a lot. So the thing about the oatmeal protein pie is that it's got 310 or 320 calories, depending on which flavor you are eating, and it's a 0 on the weight loss meter. So there's all sorts of little things that you can dial in on Shibboleth. So yes, you can have it as a meal. And let me just tell you, it is a very satisfying meal. It holds me for a very long time, and I like that. But it is not in the yellow column. So when you look at the combination chart, and you have the red, yellow, and blue columns, in the yellow column, it says MR. And if you're looking at, depending on which combination chart you're looking at, it says -2, -3. So it's saying that your -2, -3 meal replacements would be really good for weight loss. The oatmeal protein pie is a 0 on the weight loss meter, meaning not going to help you, not going to hurt you. So, but if you're, still wanting to like lose weight and you want to dial in, then I would go for a -2, -3. If you're in maintenance or you just need something that is going to be super satisfying, even in weight loss, to hold you for quite some time, then that would work too. All right, let's see. Before I read this. Okay, Mallory and Anthony, we will pray for them. My stomach's growling right now. I don't know if y'all heard that a little bit, but I mentioned that one time to Patty, and Patty said that she heard Travis say one time that if your stomach's growling, you need water. And so I've kind of said, oh, I like that idea. I think I'll go drink some water. So I've done that a few times too if my stomach is growling, and you just put that water down in there. Let's see. Amanda says she loves the chocolate one. It's my favorite. Yeah, the chocolate one is my second favorite. The original is my favorite. So then we got chocolate as my second. The blueberry tastes like a blueberry muffin. And my friend Alice Hertel let me taste the strawberry one in class one day. It's good too. I have a lot of people say they like that key lime as well. Sharon says, eat for nourishment. Oh, and Cindy says, I have my phone alarm set for 10, 2, and 6 for eating episodes. That is really smart, really smart. And mine are about 2 hours before that. I like to do 8, noon, and 4. So here's the thing. The 8 and the noon, I got pretty good. Sometimes I eat dinner at 2, and then I'm like, ah! I don't know what causes that. Let's see. Diane says that she saw a post that said, how can you expect to grow in Christ if you're feeding your body 3 hot meals daily, but feeding your soul only a cold snack once a week? Oh, goodness. Yeah, Diane. That's a great thing to think about. Anthony is Diane's son. Okay. And Michelle says, good morning from Michigan. I am F Day. Hey, Marla, good morning. And Chris says apple and key lime. Those are also some choices if you want that. fruity flavor. All right, we're going to go ahead and read this devotion. The light of my glory is shining on you, beloved. Look up to me with worship in your heart. And when I read that, I did think, anytime I propel myself out of the chair, just stick my hands up in the air and say, praise you, Jesus, do a couple of turns around. It's amazing how that little act can make you feel better. Let the radiance of my love fall upon you and soak into the depths of your being. Savor these moments alone with me. I am using them to make you more like me. The more you keep your gaze on me in quiet times and busy times, the better you can reflect my glory to other people. And Shibboleth for his glory. We're doing it for him as well as ourselves. Staying conscious of me when you're busy can be quite a challenge, but I have created you with an amazing mind that can function on more than one track. Practicing my presence involves dedicating one track to your relationship with me. This practice has many benefits. When you are aware that I am present with you, you're less likely to do or say something that's displeasing to me. When you're struggling with difficult circumstances or painful feelings, awareness of my presence offers courage and comfort. I can use everything in your life for good, transforming you into my likeness with ever-increasing glory. So I thought that was a great way to end the week. We're going to go off living #Shibboleth for his glory today and learning to keep him on that track in our mind consistently so that we can make those good decisions that would bring glory to him. Let's see. Cheryl says that she loves the Robert Irving snack bar for a meal replacement, and it's a -1. Awesome. Thank you for that. We love to hear what other people like. I like the Shibboleth wafers and the Shibboleth bars. They are low on the weight loss meter and absolutely delicious. Let's see. Alicia, the other night my watch buzzed and told me I only needed 200 steps for my 10,000 goal. So I went up and down our steps and around the kitchen at 9:45 p.m. I love it. I love it. Hey, it's fun to let those things spur us on. So we're going to let those things spur us on. Good morning, Christine. Oh, Amanda, the hemp bars are the best. Those are delicious. I really enjoy those for a morning breakfast. It's a great way to get started. Okay, so I'm going to hop off of here. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you Monday morning, and we'll hear all about everybody's weekends. Bye, everybody.